Hey y'all, I'm out here. I call myself coming out early enough to miss some of this heat. I ain't hardly that smart. Mother Nature was like, girl, please. I think when I woke up around 6 o'clock, it was already, I think probably in the 80s. So, but I needed to come walk. I needed some trees and some quiet and some sweat. And you know, I used to walk out here 5 miles, well, between 5 and 7 miles a day I would do. And, you know, it's been almost 2 years since my Moridi was murdered. And I feel it's so crazy because I know with me, and I know I'm not unique at all. So it's like you try to put things out of your mind. Good morning. Try to put things out of my mind. I'll use me. And not think about it, whatever. Or it's the craziest thing because like I think of him all the time. Like all the time. And you know, I'm always doing something, videos, audio, transcribing things for his books and email blasts, all this kind of thing, petitions, like all this kind of thing. So he's constantly on my mind. But in some weird way, man, like the creator, the all is so just like dope. The things, the way that human beings were created, and certainly with the mind. And so I know all these things. I go visit him and sit with him all the time. I talk to him, I pray. I know he's there, his body, but somehow it just doesn't, I don't know, it don't seem real. And so with me trying to compartmentalize this whole thing, you know, I think I'm like tricking myself. Like usually during the day, I can get through the day by doing all those things I mentioned. But then at night, they're not to do but lay there. And so it hits me and I cry and everything, or I wake from my sleep calling him or crying. Like my friend was saying to me, like pointed out or whatever to me not long ago, that with all this stuff I'm doing, fighting, you know, to get these demons imprisoned for the rest of their lives, even if you only got 5 more years left, I want you to. But you know, doing all these things and working diligently to secure his legacy and whatnot, that I haven't actually had a time to grieve. And I actually agree with that. And in fact, I believe his siblings are, you know, dealing with the same thing. It's just also very difficult. And so with all that being said, with this 2nd anniversary coming up, you know, and me trying not to think of it. Oh, Miss Lola. Hi, little turtle. Oh, see, I don't know how to turn this thing around. Is it in the frame? Look. Hi. All right. I digress. So anyway, me trying to sort of deal with that, but not deal with it, and these things I'm trying to do by that time, because of course, Beyond Clouds and Women of Medicine Health Initiative is going into the 3rd year now. And I don't know. I try to avoid thinking too deeply about him, what happened to him, I should say. But I'm noticing that my spirit is like, Good morning. I'm so my spirit is like, we gotta deal with this. So I'm having, dreams. I'm having dreams, and just so much is going on, man. So much. There's this mother who, her daughter was murdered January 4th, 2022 by her cousin. And my son was murdered July 3rd by his so-called cousin. And that woman, they just got the guy locked up for life. And I went to her page because I've always been sensitive to those sorts of things. So I went to her page, and one of the things she said that struck me was how she hates the word closure now, because people keep telling her like, well, at least now you have some closure. And she's like, what closure? There will never ever be closure, she said, until she's reunited with her child. And I feel the same way. There is no closure. And quite honestly, it's a bit annoying when people, it's like they want you to move on already. Like, it's been 2 years. What you still doing this for? Well, ain't so many other people trying to help. Who the hell gonna do it? I've always been the one to be there for my son and my other children, no matter what. I kind of go hard like that. I don't want to really look like I do, but I do. The way I look is just a tool the Creator gave to me, is what I think, for the work I have to do down here. But yeah, with all that being said, man, I'm just, I'm hurting. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me get back to nature and taking photos. Peace.